Hi and welcome. I'm Dr. Chase Webber. So today I want to go through what are my personal 5 hacks for health and wellness. You know, I've been in this industry for 36 years, and I've seen every trend out there, from different types of diets, vegan diets, vegetarian, carnivore, you name it, I've seen it. And I've seen patients come to visit me for advice, and we've had to work through problems to find a solution. So over the years, I really have had to have a look and see what works, what doesn't work. What actually do you need to do to encourage the body to self-heal and to increase its wellness? I'm going to go through 5 hacks that I personally use and that I encourage all of the people that come to see me. Hack number 1, sleep. Sleep is the misunderstood health and wellness habit. It's the one thing that you can actually do that improves your health and your wellness, where you actually don't have to do anything. You just actually need to make the time to prepare yourself, make sure that you go to bed early enough so that you can get those very powerful hours before midnight. I've seen the big difference if you go to sleep after midnight and you wake up late versus if you go to bed and you go to sleep at 10 o'clock and you still have the same 7 to 8 hours. It makes a huge difference. So I would definitely encourage you, for my first wellness hack is make sure that you get to bed around 10 o'clock so that you can have a full 8 hours and wake up naturally, full of energy. Your body will have had time to actually readjust your circadian rhythm, readjust to nature's rhythm, and you will wake up fresh with the sun and feel ready for the day. Hack number 2, protein. For all of the different types of nutritional plans and nutritional diets that are out there, the number one thing that's consistent is you need to make sure you get sufficient protein. Why? If you don't get enough protein, you're gonna be hungry. And if you're hungry, you're gonna end up eating the wrong food. So I would definitely encourage you, whether you are a vegan, whether you're vegetarian, or whether you eat a wide selection of foods, make sure that the first thing that you choose on your plate is protein. Select a great piece of lean meat or even a great piece of fatty meat, especially if you are eating the low carb, high protein way, then you need those fats. Other protein options are eggs. Eggs are fantastic. All types of fish. Just make sure that it's high quality fish. Red meat. Red meat is a very misunderstood topic, and I've only seen benefits when people actually start to eat red meat regularly. It's full of nutrients. It's full of the vitamins, minerals. It's very high in protein, and actually you need to eat a lot less red meat to get the right amount of protein. So red meat is vital, in my opinion. Hack number 3, easy, enjoyable movement. Make sure that you find some type of movement that you can do every day. If that's walking, it's great. All movement is better than being sedentary. So, for myself personally, I go every morning for a great 20-minute walk. That's all you really need to do. A good walk in the fresh air, sunlight in your eyes, have a good pace so that you're actually starting to feel that your body's warming up. And then after that, I go through my own program, which I call the Wellness Reset. I actually have a video on the channel that goes through the Wellness Reset, where you breathe, you move and mobilize all the joints of the body, and you prepare the body for the day. Hack number 4, you need to breathe. This ties into my first hack about movement, but I mention it here because it is very, very important. So make sure that even if you don't have time to go out and actually do some exercise, give yourself a couple of minutes every day to breathe really deeply. Deep, calm, relaxing breath. Breathe fully in through the nose, fill the lungs, and fully out the mouth. Really educate your body to make sure that you're breathing correctly. Finally, hack number 5, mind. You need to be aware of how your mind is working. What is your inner dialogue? Do you have an inner critic that is overpowering your thoughts? Or have you developed what I call the inner carer? All of us are human. All of us have had difficult lives in each unique way. And we all have this inner critic that comes from our early experiences in childhood. The way that we faced life from a young age and felt like we were not performing sufficiently. No matter what it is, all of us has this inner critic. And if this inner critic is very active and you're constantly wondering whether you're not doing well, whether you're constantly giving yourself negative self-talk, judging yourself, these kind of things has a very powerful effect on the mind. And the mind has a very powerful effect on the body. The mind influences the hormones. The mind influences your nervous system. All of these things have a deep effect on your health. So I would encourage you to go to my final hack number 5. Make sure that you start to nurture your inner carer. Sit down. Realize that nobody is perfect. Realize that nobody has had the perfect childhood. Realize that every single human being on the planet actually is on a journey. And you can now, as an adult, take that time, the first time in your life, where you can actually start to nurture that inner carer, nurture your own being like you would nurture a child that you love, that you would nurture your best friend, that you would nurture somebody that in your life that you really love. Very often our inner critic is our worst enemy, where actually, if we encourage that inner caring, you will find that you yourself will start to feel a lot more at ease, a lot more full of energy, a lot more compassionate to those around you. You will be a better human to yourself, and therefore you'll be a better human to those around you. So, those are my 5 key hacks that I personally have found effective for my own life. And I always go through these steps whenever I used to see somebody new in my practice. I would go through and have a look at these different aspects and see which one is the area that they're tending to forget. I'll give you a simple example. I had somebody come and see me and they said to me, "Doc, I want you to give me a good nutrition plan." And then when I started asking these things, I found that actually their nutrition was great. There was nothing really wrong with the nutrition. But when we came to this topic of the inner critic and inner carer, she burst into tears. Right there and then, I realized that there's no point in actually giving a new eating plan, giving a new diet. The work that needed to be done was on this inner self-dialogue, on identifying what needed to change in that area so that there's less judgment, so that there's less disharmony in the body. So that's just a simple example that I wanted to share. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that you take this time after this video and you go through those 5 different levels of mind, move, food, breathing, and sleep, rest. See what applies to you. If you want to take a little bit deeper, then I would definitely encourage you, go and have a look at my Get Real Wellness app. This actually will help you with all the information that you need regarding these 5 habits. And you can take these habits as well, and you can create some wellness goals so that you can continue to support yourself in this direction. I also have a free newsletter that I go through the wellness formula. So if you're just looking to learn and you would like to find a little bit more about these different wellness habits, then I would encourage you, go sign up for my newsletter. It's completely free, and read it, think about it, develop a plan for yourself. This is the way to approach it. You are in charge of your own wellness journey, and I would encourage every single person to start to look at that. Look at those 5 different elements and see where can they improve. You don't have to be perfect. Perfection is not the goal. It's making sure that you are well balanced and you make sure that the body has the necessary ability to switch on all of its self-healing activities and self-healing mechanisms. So, thank you. I look forward to chatting with you in the future, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.